Professor Tapricorn time. Pass me the glasses and the hat. We're looking behind the scenes today at concept art we've never seen before, including primordials, paranormals, and everything in between. And we're even going behind the scenes with the artists as well. Ready? What did you do with Meebkin? Meebkin went through some developments. Meebkin, oh my goodness. We got this feels like an ancient 90s movie where we have the dinosaur taking over the city. It feels like that vibe to me. It feels scary. It's interesting to see where the ethereals, I suppose they are supposed to come from outer space, so I guess they were kind of working out where to take the class once more again, and it's interesting to see them eventually establish that style once more, because it had been almost a decade, right, when they came back to make Workshop. A laboratory experiment. Yeah, I like how it's conniving over the pot there. Even a duo again. If we had another duo, I think everyone would have gone crazy. Looking at every single one of these, this one would have been the weakest choice to me out of all of them. So it's actually interesting to see that this is the one that we went through with. Bookworm went through some phases here. Rare Bookworm. I loved Rare Bookworm. The epic one. Oh my god. We got the moth again. You guys know I was waiting for a moth monster so bad. Oh, they had the gummy worms, and you can see them making a bit of a note there, I believe, towards the advancement of this. I would have loved for them to keep the peppermint hat. I think that would have been iconic. Epic Floogull, though? Oh, the steampunk! Butterfly or moth. There is so many designs for Epic Floogull. I absolutely adore this butterfly moth one. That is so cool. Whoa, sheep? Oh, no. No. Okay, never mind. Right, MPG choice of the day. If any monster is a goat, you know, or a sheep, then you know. I love it so much. Seahorse? Candelavra's family expansion. Mutants? My goodness. Oh, no, these are amazing, Amy. I love Epic Yawstrich. My goodness. Look at this. From the very beginning, Epic Yawstrich had something amazing going for it. Every single one of these, though, even Punk from Metalhead. Oh, metal music. And then we got, oh, Randy. Okay, Randy. Oh, okay, these ones are so amazing. By the way, some of these I've not seen. I've not seen a lot of these. It looks like it's Popette up here, and then Tapricorn. I really want this to come back as a critter on something. I think that would be really fun. For Epic Tapricorn, give it a critter. It's interesting to see how Gloptic was originally going to make it sound rather than using its tendrils. It had an instrument on the floor. I like it when monsters have physical instruments. I feel like My Singing Monsters does a good job of having physicality and then also having it be a part of itself. They do a nice mix there. Whimsies. Oh, this is supposed to be based on the Chorister concept art, right? So this was pretty out there. Wow. These faces, these are more iconic on this. They feel like a puppet almost, the way that they move in there. I really like this one. Oh, you know, I want that now for Epic Whimsies. That is so cool. The glowing effect would add so much. Can you imagine the different texture work on that to suit that as well? Now, what you need to do is you combine the eyes and the faces, but add these mouths and these mountain beasts. That would be insane. Nah, get on it for Epic Whimsies and we are here, yo. Jamboree. Jamboree went through just a cake. I don't know why, but this monster scares me. It gave me nightmares when it first came out. There's something so about it that scares. Oh, look at the wingling. Monster Handler Jen loves wingling. I love wingling. We love all the monsters. Wow, what in the world? It went from, oh wow. That's such a great evolution. It feels like every single design is so different. I like how it's more thin here. I'm surprised with the kind of choices they make sometimes. I look at all of these and I'd struggle to know which one to go with, but they always choose the right one. I love the monster handlers. They're so smart. Crunchy concept art here too. It's supposed to be sat down. I'm glad it stood up. A lot more movement.
Deja Jin? Oh, wow. I don't remember seeing much of the Sanctum concept art. It's going to be exciting to take a look at. An Enchantling. Okay, Enchantling being miniature there is an insane concept. Wait, was this supposed to be... Oh, was Bleatnik supposed to be... Oh, wait, is this Enchantling monster concepts? Is this supposed to be Enchantling? Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, what? Oh my god, I didn't know that. Oh, I've just made a huge realization. Oh my goodness, I was looking at this thinking, what is going on here? So this is Enchantling concept art, and Bleatnik was supposed to be Enchantling? And it came onto Mythical. Oh my goodness, Bleatnik is one of my favorites, and that has just made my day. I did not know that, guys. Did you guys know that? Whoa, that has blown my mind away. Guys, I mean, that's an insane change, isn't it? Wow, so they reused that. They reused it with Whale, I know that, because that was supposed to be the Sanctum Quad, right? But then they've reused Bleatnik for Mythical. It was supposed to be enchanted. That is a major change. I could not see Bleatnik being the Sanctum Quad at all. Wow. That was wow. Look at this guy. Oh man, that one needs to come back. No. Oh, Friendly feels so much more menacing here. We need to see that for the epic. Could you imagine the eye being that menacing? That would be so cool. I think the hair's drawn so much more fluidly here as well. These are amazing concepts, Randy. Okay, this has blown me away. Oh, man. No. Can we just make all of these monsters, Randy? Oh, I'm still recovering on Bleatnik. Bleatnik is one of my favorites. Look at this Carillongo concept art. Oh, it's turned into a dragon now. Oh, it's like Dragon Veil. Oh, Monster Handler Matt always says, we can't design dragon monsters because we don't want to be like the other mobile games. But look at how cool they look. I want a monster class, dragon monster class. Look at how cool it would be. You cannot, other people might do it, but MSM, you can do it better and own it. I believe in it. A fantasy creature class would be so cool. I want that. Oh, man. What feels like we are getting some insane concepts inside of you. I can't get over it. Look, Bleatnik. What? Have you guys known that? I did not know that. Mushaboom. Oh, wow. It was supposed to be so small before. It looks like a 1x1 monster here until it evolved into the 2x2. Oh, Urstex always. Oh, it had wings here. Oh, okay. It doesn't have wings in its actual design, though, does it? Maybe something to revisit in the future, maybe. Rorik with their magical powers there in their staff. I've always loved inside of Rorik's design that the sound, it comes from the wand as well. It ties very well there, doesn't it? It's always felt like it has this majesticness behind it. And oh, it captures it really well here. You can see where it came from. And we can see, oh no way, again? They've brought back so many different concepts for this. This is supposed to be Fiddle now. How? Oh, that would have been one of my favorites. Oh, Monster Handler Randy, look, I love every single monster, but Monster Handler Randy always seems to make monsters that seem to be my favorites. Look, what is that? That's a gecko and that's adorable. Oh no, I want that now. My heart can't handle that. And you even brought back the TAPRICORN concept art. What? I love Fiddle. The Vane was supposed to come back for Fiddle. Why are we bringing back monsters for this? And this looks like Gnarls. That is an insane change. Oh, can someone please animate this? I don't care. I will learn to draw just to bring this gecko to life. This is... Oh, I really like that one. I need to park here. That is so cute. Can you imagine? It'd go like... Oh, cute little. Oh, wait, no. I think maybe it'd be like Yoshi, like, but instead it'll go, Gecko. Oh, and he plays his Marley with little flippers. Oh, I like that one a lot. Oh, that's very cute, isn't it? What awesome concepts. Oh, and we have some that Randy gave to me physically. I have them stowed away, and I'm keeping them forever, but I've scanned them all so you guys can get to look at them as well. So we have Gnarls concept art here. Can we just... This is a fan favorite monster, and look. I know all of you are going to freak out so much when you see all of this. Look at how far Gnarls came. What is going on with this drum towards the right here? It feels like the face here as well. What was going on then? You don't even have the vine face there. That's what makes up Gnarls. You can see at the bottom that they eventually did that, but even this drawing, it's faded out here, but there's something going on. It's like cute. It's humanoid there. That would have been real weird. Oh man, I want to see this make a comeback. No, I just... Please, GECKO! Please! Okay, that one is really cool as well, but... GECKO! Can we please tell me what the rare TAPRICORN is? What was the missing one? You didn't show me just because it's me. I know you won't show me for the epic, but... Look, it's really cute. So we have some young celestial designs here too. This is a miniature Galvana. Looks basically like older Galvana, but smaller. It's quite chibi. I like the hair on this one as well. All different rock forms and tarts. We could have had sitting tarts. Look, if you guys know me, look, that has blown my mind away now. If you know me, I don't like TORRT, it stands up. I like turtles, but I don't like the TORRT stands up. And I always wish that it would sit down because look how cute this would be. This could, look, Druttle shows that this, it could be one of the favorites. If we just ended up being really cute, I think it would work out really well. It would have been interesting to see with this too. It feels like it wants to sing this one though. I think we made the right choice for the instrument. Maybe not the MPG choice. I want that one! Oh, sorry. Can we just... Okay. GECKO! We have young... It's the GECKO effect. We have young Vamp then as well now. Oh, I like this one. What a little quirky guy. I like that. I like all of them. Oh, we went with this one, I think, to fit this more. But I think, oh, man, I like this soldier one. Pew, 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 yeah. Imagine that taking on dance floor. Oh, a little parachute one, too. Okay, we're going to go on over to see some more because they showed me Tuskski concept art, so... Mind about to be blown.
Bowhead also came together pretty well. That's really cool. I like the hair. It feels like you're really good at drawing those animalistic features on these monsters. I also like this one with the blowhole being like a violin. We need something like that where you have that where it's looking behind. I don't feel like we've got anything like that. That would be cool. Yeah, being the water elemental, I'd say maybe he's a crocodile or a crab or something like that. Oh, here we go.
The also the Tuskski as well.
I don't know if you have any monsters of that level of muscles on them. That's going a bit more out with that one, huh? Oh, I like that. Yeah, you're really good at drawing monsters like almost standing up and capturing that. I find that really interesting because when it's an animal, I almost think of that four-legged, you know. But when you get it stood up, I can still see that. That's really unique. Although
kind of semi-humanoid.
Yes,
I think I'm going through like all of the 5 element monsters.
We have some from Chris Elliott then now. So this is when he was making the My Singing Monsters logo. Now this is the origins behind it. We've never seen this. This is so cool. I think we've seen a bit of concept art, haven't we, from the logo. I think we've seen this particularly colorized, I believe. Oh, this one's really cool. So this is concept art behind the comic that was made. So originally in game, you could open up the game and it'd show you inside of the news this Dandidoo and Sponge comic, and this is a bit of concept art behind that for you long-time fans out there. I'm sure this might striggle a little bit in the brain. Oh, we have Wubbox here. You can see that this almost was used for the epic, wasn't it? With, I believe it's a cold variant, isn't it? It revokes that, I think. It's interesting to see Wubbox, because Wubbox is the fan favorite design. Oh, you see this picture in the memory game too. They literally drew that out just particularly for that. This too, the epic feels very, it's so cool. This is where it all started. This is the first piece of Wubbox concept art, and I have it. Thank you. Thank you. What in the world is going on with this pose? That's crazy, man. Wow. We got some octopuses too. Oh, okay. That's all of the ones that I got given. So let's have a look at some from Sydney now. Oh, and if you guys want to see Chris Elliott, make sure to leave a like on the video because I might upload a full video with more Chris Elliott concept art. Every girl, oh, wow. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, we got a little old grumpy guy. Yeah.
Satisfied with life.
Well, I like the swirly hair here too. It feels like it's always had this. It feels almost magical, doesn't it now? Oh, wow. I want to go with this one. That's amazing. Look at how different that one would have been. It feels like MPG always wants to go for the different one. This is why I like monsters like Epitomic. Yo, we gotta choose them though sometimes. I think they turn out really cool in the end. We got Epic Gajube. Oh my goodness, don't pick this one. Bert and Ernie. Why does it look like birds? I'm birds. And I'm Ernie. And then we've got birds and a blackbird. I'm sorry, I can't stop looking at this one. Why does it look like it looks like a human staring at me who's bald. I don't understand. The Sunny Slug. I like that one a lot. Sea Critter Wallow. Oh, look at that. We went with the right choice there. Maybe. Please bring that back for a costume. Please, look at the feet. No, I'll stare at this longer. It curses me more. Oh, okay. You know I love My Singing Monsters though, and today's sponsor has let me live my My Singing Monsters gaming dreams. This red magic phone, which I have been delivered and I'm about to open right now, is the ultimate gaming phone. So let's have a look inside, Oreo. Oh, the sound of satisfaction there, dearies. It has RGB light on it, so while I'm playing MSM now, I have the most awesomest lights on the back of my phone. It has 16 gigabytes RAM too, so while I'm looking inside of my islands, and I have tons of monsters now, I can go around here and on all of my games and have the best gameplay experience of all. Because this thing, it's built for gaming. It's not just good on paper, it's amazing. It's legit. In Tutorio, got 144 hertz screen as well. It's ultra smooth and it reacts really fast towards what is going on. Now, what I love about this as well, when you are gaming, it's often quite an intense process. And this phone, it has a built-in fan and a vapor chamber. The fan! Oh, no! Oh! Now that's when you know you've got a good one. It's got real shoulder triggers too that you can press towards the side, so when I go up against Furcon next time, maybe I might be the victor. So you guys can check out the Red Magic 11 Air. Thank you for sponsoring today's video. You can check it out in the description down below, click the link, or you can find it in the comments too. Sydney showed me, before I went, Sydney said that they will send the Epic WOOLABEE concept art to me, and it's here. Oh, I'm so excited to look through this for the first time. We've got the vines here. I believe they showed a little bit of some on MSM Live, but a lot of this is the first time me showing it, which is amazing. Oh, look at that one, rainbow. You guys know I wanted the goat so bad, and we ended up with that. The vines too. They are all so cute though. Can we have them all? Oh, look at this now, the evolution. Imagine if it would have been swans. Oh my goodness. I couldn't imagine it having the magical Nexus connection though then, because it's always supposed to be a reference to Nexus early. It's so cool how they included that in the end, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, Sydney, for including all of the Epic WOOLABEE concepts, because you know how much I love them. Thank you. Oh my goodness. What? I don't even know how to function right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, can I have them all? Oh my. These are really cute. I really like them. Look at this little fella. This one feels like Loeb, but early on, it feels like Loeb, doesn't it? The concept art we were just looking at. What is this one? It feels so menacing. Oh, it's a snivy little mister. Bring up Snivy on screen. Snivy. Rainbow jelly. I mean, we don't want to go back to the prismatic, so we gotta be careful here. But that one can pass off as being cute as well. This one is the best one of all of these. Look at that. Look at me, baby. Baby. Wait, no, don't take away my baby. You... Whatever you want. What is that? What is that?
What are those?
That is so cool. It's supposed to be a yak. Cow, yak. Lyrical? Wow. No, I really like Epic WOOLABEE. Epic WOOLABEE is my favorite monster in the whole game, if you guys don't know. So it means so much to me to take a look at these concept art right now. I think out of all of these, I'd probably go with the Yam, but it's maybe... I really like this one, though, as well. That might be second. I'm not sure which one to choose between these, honestly. I'll put them as a tie, but the best one was chosen. It means a lot to me. It reminds me of Walladog. Oh, I really like this. Okay, I am freaking out so immensely. This is just a... Sorry. Let's go zoom out of Phosphor and Phlox here. We've got... wow, this is the beginning of when the Titansouls were being made, isn't it? I mean, you've seen the Primordials. The Primordials had something to base them off of. But then you have the Titansouls and Paranormals where they just had to go completely crazy because how do you even design that? How? Epic Arackulele here. Wow, we went with so chromatic with Epic Arackulele in the end. It had so many colors. It was hard to distinguish out of all of them. The colors individually, because there was so many. Oh, shamizans. Is that what the instrument is called? That's interesting. Oh, is this crystal idea, though? Oh, wow. For the adult here. That's amazing, all of these different concepts, isn't it? Feels like it's growing. Oh, I like that. It's an evolutionary stage, isn't it? You can feel that in each one of them designs. Rare Fiddlement. Oh, do we have one maybe that the Epic might be based off inside of here then? So it's interesting to think that, isn't it? Oh, that one is Bulbous. Bulbous. Bulbo. Bidoop. Bitter. We have Fleechworm for its rare then now. Oh, wow. So each one of these kind of just progressed into the final stage there, didn't it? So I should mention these are by Zane now. We have Epic Krillby 2 here. Wow, Zane is really good. They are prolific at managing to advance the stylization each time as they progress through these, aren't they? That one's cool, isn't it? I like that one. Ooh, Goofy. Ooh, that one's aquatic. Rare but Spy Trap. Oh, that one's cool, isn't it? That changed up a lot. I hope that they changed the critter inside of Spy Trap a lot with the Epic. I think there's a lot of room to do something unique there. And it didn't change all too much, so I'm excited to see what they managed to do with Epic Spy Trap.
So this is initial concepts for Denchuhs. Wanted to go with like, you know, some gems and crowns and stuff. Kind of like a message for kids to personally tease. If you don't, you get like weird ugly teeth, and then I used to scare my child into brushing her teeth.
Gotta brush your teeth, good.
I also did the Dipster Doors, the Dipster eggs.
Those were drawn so amazing. It felt so unique. When I first saw them, I was like, wow. It's kind of that landscape magic that you don't see inside of the game. It was so good. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah. So these were just kind of like the initial concepts for those. I got really inspired by Lord of the Rings in a few of them.
Oh, yeah.
But eventually we went with this one. And then you know, kind of made the rest of them too.
It sort of reminded me of, you know, the little Hobbit doors.
Yeah, so because they're so unique and interesting looking, so I wanted to try a few things.
The mighty one.
So I when I looked at the rare, I'm like, this is amazing. How am I supposed to one up this for the rare? So I was sketching for a long time, but I think this one was what everyone was kind of gravitating towards.
Yeah.
So and then it turned into this, and then trying to figure out the colors. Eventually, it ended up looking like it did.
Absolutely amazing. You did so well with that design. It's like the fan favorite though, and then you came up with something that I could not believe it. You nailed the theme behind that one. So seriously, well done.
Oh, thank you. They were supposed to be kind of inspired by Celtic knots and trying to get those into the horns, and we did some like variations because banshees are big there. So just a few things to try. Personally, I rebuilt the braid, but you can pick that.
Oh, it's that kind of Irish, isn't it? The action. Yeah, I completely get why you'd want that.
Yeah.
I love the hair, how you've been playing around with that every single one. It feels like you changed it every time.
Yeah, try to get something interesting looking. Some other iterations for grandma's hair, just slight variations and things, but yeah.
What images were you looking at to try and put that together?
Oh, mostly these were inspired by strings. So what I wanted to do was, since we had this initial concept ready before the first one, I wanted to make it feel like the strings were on the monster's body. It owned its body in a certain way. For the minor version, someone kind of like takes those strings from the monster and starts to manipulate them.
Oh, that's so creepy. That's so good.
Another thing was I put a bunch of nails in the head because there's a little bit of unknown lore. Nails keep demons inside the body and they'll let them escape. So I kind of wanted to bring that a little bit in there too.
Yeah, they do look a bit more riggedy, don't they? Is that
Yeah. First iteration where we had organic looking fingers and then we converted it completely into a puppet.
Oh, you know.
I did so many iterations of this. There was like so many different versions. Could have been.
How many?
So many, and this is just one page. I had like at least two more.
That's crazy. What?
Yeah, so we were doing creature, a fungus, or a worm. You look at it one way and then it flips into something else. A lot of times these moths have eyes and stuff on their back of their wings to kind of throw off predators. So it's kind of a way they do with predators. So kind of wanted to bring that in with the feathers and the eyes on the feathers.
It's almost like it's supposed to avert your attention away from that minor form, isn't it? I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I like it when monsters have that kind of element or surprise. And I love how almost you can see in each one of these that cuteness almost has remained. You love the little slug. I'm all over that one.
Yeah. And like in the minor forms, its eyes were gonna kind of pop out. So you were like, oh, those are actually not his eyes.
You see that with the arms, isn't it? Yeah. I love how that concept was then reused then.
Some like weird moth creatures and that's the initial, that's what turned into OWLESQUE eventually. That's like the early. I was thinking for the minor, maybe it's just more than we were going in the slug direction. Hey, maybe he pops out of his body and does something in the minor form, but then we're like, what do we do with like the body that's left over? So there's a lot of questions there.
Oh, wow.
Some more kind of iterations but this was like more or less heading towards the final form of what we wanted to do.
Yeah, you can see it as it goes along. Yeah.
So we have Bogle here. Oh, they have tons of tentacle designs. This is amazing. It reminds me of Riedlin actually at the back here, some of these. What is going on with the face? It looks like they've got a face up there in itself as well. Oh, whoa. Now that is Dr. Zeus style, Joe. Wow, this one's crunchy. They seem to be getting older and older, and then eventually it just ends up in the Dawn of Fire. And I'm all here for it. Oh, what is this? What is happening now? We've got the pilot ship from Dawn of Fire being took up in the air. Well, this took Mirror Island to another level, didn't it? Oh, look at that. Little goofy goober down there. I love the glove. Oh, Lobe Globe. Oh, I see the reference. It's hiding away now.
We've got some balloons and a scorpion. My goodness, the primordials seem like they go through so many different directions. It must be fun to have a statue to begin with. That is unlike anything really we see in MSM, right? Oh, we have Dromedary, rare Dromedary then now. Oh, maybe one of these might inspire the epic one coming soon, so stay tuned. We have wooden tree one there, gemstone. Oh, that would suit Light Island so much. The sky painting skin, that would be perfect for it. Tuskski would love that one too. I mean, look, I'm all here for epic Tuskski. We got, oh, that one seems to represent every single element. That's so cool. I feel like they've been representing only one, even with the epics that we're getting now. It's more cold, more earth. It feels like we're going into it all the time, but nah, some of these are completely different element theme ones, which I like. Oh, Skellybob Wally. Oh, Skellybob's likes that one. See? Oh, light phosphor. I like the phosphor and even the sky painting one. They really try with, oh my God. Look at that bomb one. Nah, that should be the epic. That's the coolest one. It's got a rainbow backpack. Oh, a backpack on. Jaboo! Yes, backpack of peppermint. I like how Michelle is confused by this as well. I'm gonna go on to Edamimi next for the epic. Wow, this one's looking in my face. What in the... that's so goofy. I like that one. Oh my. The Petal and the Thia. Oh, she's a bit chibi, isn't she, down at bottom anime girl? Whoa, what is going on down here? We've got a bleeding heart. Well, maybe that actually took a dramatic turn. Then Snowwelly Bell. Oh, I like that one. That reminds me of Gardevoir. We've got epic Incisaur as well. Oh, look at the rib. Oh, that's a cute little puppy. I like puppy. Oh, yes. Oh, we've got all kinds of ones. I feel like they were trying to aim for this. You can see it's got that reptile vibe even all throughout them. Amber. Oh, too close to Gloptic. Huh? Oh, you know, that looks really different to me, honestly. I think that would have been an excellent suit Amber Island. I don't feel like we really have many monsters that suited Amber Island in the end. We've got Lobe. Oh. Look at them. They're barking now. Oh, come on. The pearl and the shell. No, that's the pearl in my heart. This is so adorable. We got them playing around with their little bubble compartments there. Lily crab. What is it eating? Ooh, is it a parrot? Well, it is supposed to be a parasite, right? So we've got a parachute parasite now. Wow. Oh, you know what you can see with this, though? You can see the Hollow Knight reference here so clearly with those eggs. It reminds me of the attack pattern that one of the enemies have. They throw these eggs across, and it looks just like that. It looks the exact same. I think Lobe, you can see that they had this cute, yet also horror theme almost at the beginning. I feel like it went more cute, and I'm grateful for that. What? It was an arachnid at one point. My goodness, we came out on the correct side, y'all. We have, ooh, it's playing around with some baubles on here. Oh, it's cuddling up inside of its lily pad. Oh, that's so cute. Imagine it floating along the river and then you see Lobe and you go, oh. I think it's fun to see how they're playing around with the idea of the sound being created. You can see in these, for example, they were quite unsure because it's an avocado sound, right? So maybe they were trying to captivate on that. It's interesting to see how then eventually we ended up with this statue in the end. It's very different, isn't it? Lobe. Oh, it has different petals here. Oh, it doesn't do that in game, actually, does it? So it was intended to perhaps bloom, but instead we ended up with just the lily being up all the time. It would have been interesting to see that bloom, wouldn't it? With the pew. Oh, I can actually imagine in the sound where that would go too. It would fit so well. Oh, we have even more? No way! This one looks so cute. The apricot seeds here. I think it's supposed to be an apricot down here. That is adorable. It reminds me of different sweets you could get. Almost like bubblies, isn't it, that you see there? Oh, I think that would bring a whole other kind of vibe. I think we went into the avocado quite a lot there. Then we have Mech Islet. My goodness. This is insane. I can remember when she showed me this, I was astounded. And this was their first island they designed. I think they said to me, how do you even do that? That's insane. I mean, Mech Islet is one of the best island designs. It's always been a hand, though. Interesting how I don't even know where you would place your monsters on here. I really like that's the Shadow Islet issue as well, where you just don't really see the monsters, where you'd place them, but then eventually it seems like the consolidated ones have been. Let's go with Mimic then next. Rare Mimic. Oh, will any inspire the epic, I wonder? We got so many birds here. Let's go to Dodo. Oh, yes. Lots of colorful designs too. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, no. No. Oreo, look away. Look away. Look away. Oh, no. It's Azar Boy. This went through so many iterations, and each one had a different personality and hair. Oh, yeah. Captain Spirit Adventure, Captain I here. Map Grinch. Viking? Dog? Question mark? Show dog. Okay. Maybe the thing for an epic schlep moment. The captain again here. King? Wizard buff. Oh, wow. We even have One Piece Luffy here. What was that? I think my favorite out of all of these is honestly the show dog. I really like that one. Of course, I'm going to say that. I love TAPRICORN. No, I think we went with the best choice, though, for the animations. Could you imagine a wizard, though? That would have insane animations for the epic. I can imagine them not struggling to even know how to do that. Okay, then we have, oh my goodness, epic Stromboni. We had so many concepts for this, didn't we? Oh, man, where do we even begin with this one? Okay, so we have... Well, we have so many colorful designs here, different horns. I love the unicorn one here. Come on, epic TAPRICORN clouds, poofy, sweets, candy stop, please, please. I'm desperate. We have the parrot. Oh man, it feels so cool that they chose to make it based around a deer, and you can see. Oh man, you looking at that one? Whoa, that's like a different monster. That's epic Dermot level. That one. That's a teller of things to come. All right, and oh, baby. Okay, red TAPRICORN. Yes, we have the Rare TAPRICORN concept arts here, and they would not show me one of the designs. They hid it. I remember she had it behind another of the concept art, so I still do not know what this one is, and I guess this might be the epic, so I can only hope that it is going to be my candy store. It needs poofy clouds, unicorn horn, and lots of sweets and candies all over it. I need that. My little TAPRICORN in a box, my little pony box. I love you. This one, I mean, I wouldn't actually expect them to choose that, honestly, when I look at all of these. But they made the right choice because I really like that. That's my favorite. That one feels really cute, but this one is everything. Look, we got a lizard here. Look, if that was the actual Rare TAPRICORN, my reaction would have been very different. And don't get me wrong, I love all of these designs. I'm speaking from personal preference, of course. The glow sticks, that would have been awesome. Oh, maybe it's like a moth. Oh, yeah, okay. That would have been a really cool one as well. I think that would be second favorite. That one is cool. And that one, skull design, that's more horror style. That one, and then that one, look, they made the right choice. Okay, why is this one? Damn it. Anyway, I was going over to Michelle so she can give us more.
Whiz Bang was an earlier one I did, facing it, because what I tend to do.
Oh, look at them boobs.
Is take inspiration a lot from like real life things. Like with Pikachu, I was looking at a lot of real animals.
Oh, way up here. Here she is. Princess Hour. There we go.
Lots of options for schleps.
What is that one? Oh.
It's like a dragon.
Oh.
Creepy monster. When I looked at Bogle, I was like, oh, he'll be the water element. No.
They're all amazing designs. Oh, what's this?
These were art jam sketches for what the Titansoul could have looked like. So,
I see.
so I was just throwing stuff at the wall, like, what could it be? We ended up actually using the flower idea for where it would emerge from. But yeah, so these were just my varying Wubbox sketches, the ones they ended up with.
Interesting happening there. It feels almost like low, doesn't it?
The Wubbox was a lot of reiteration, because a lot of these styles had already been done by fans and like done really well.
Yeah.
So we wanted to go in a different direction and this one, but way more elaborate.
It paid off so well. I see all of these designs and I want them used ever so badly. Like, they need to reuse these for costumes because each one is so special. I love your art so much. Seriously, well done. It's amazing. I love that one. It's a little, it's like them fairy tales you read. Is it Grimm's fairy tales? Yes.
Yeah, we ended up going with the moth for that one, which was fun.
Oh, you know, I'd been saying that point now. I remember I really wanted a moth one. It's particularly for Bazinga, and when I saw that, I was like,
there we go.
match made.
Catalyst, my horrible catalyst. I was just trying a bunch of different cats and we ended up with the bald one.
I see those and I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Oh, wow, what's this for?
Oh, this was for squads.
Oh, you definitely nailed that. You got it. That was really good.
Okay, welcome back. Well, let's have a look at Jake's concepts. Oh, so we have Nerve here. Nerve. Oh my goodness, what is this? The hand coming out. They did not know how to play Nerve's instrument, and they came up with the most wacky ideas. I mean, we even have. It's good. Sorry, it's OWLESQUE early on, you know. This one's coming out of the pot. It looks like it was supposed to slam together at one point, almost like Fandle, the hands here. It's interesting to see that come across. A bird? What is going on inside of this pot? This definitely feels mythical inspired. Oh, we got some slime mystery at Garfield. Another lasagna, please, John. Wow. Oh, this one's got so much moss on it. Oh, that would be so exciting to explore. Oh, we don't have any variants left for Nerve though now, do we? I would have loved to have seen this scarier one. Maybe on Carnival to revisit this at some point would be really cool. That feels like an excellent fit for Carnival, doesn't it? I'm sorry, I can't get over this one. It's just... It's so cute and goofy. I want this as a critter. Yuri. Oh, now this is a workshop monster. I'm sure everyone will love me going over this concept art. Now, this concept art, oh, what is going on up here? We have two, it's always been a duo of monsters or even a trio here. Almost, oh, that would have been so cool to see the different mouths move, half and half there. Would have been so weird that. Oh, I hope that they bring that concept back because that would be really exciting, wouldn't it? The dragon too? When I think of a monster, this is what I think of, but when I think of workshop, I think of this.
Early nightmare steps. All we had was just the audio. This is the saddest sounding monster. This weird flying octopus that just was always sad. And then a monster didn't want to do anything other than lift its head up to sing.
It's got its head on the floor. That's iconic, that. It's like when you don't want to get out of bed in the morning.
100%. That was it. It's like, that's exactly what it sounds like.
I am so amazed by every single piece of concept art that we can see. It's so inspiring towards the future as well, especially GECKO. GECKO! Look, that one is in my heart forever. I love you.